Want to lock down your brand visibility on Amazon? I'll show you how a Shield campaign works in 2025. You can see right here for our client, we created multiple Shield campaigns and other campaigns on Amazon ads, and they have a 9.69 ROAS, 10% ACoS, spent around $500 and got almost $5,000 in an ROI on the sales. So it's very, very good, right? These campaigns work. And the thing about the brand Shield campaigns is if you're looking at this product and you're selling a grip trainer, what you want to do is you want to make sure that competitors aren't showing up on your listing. We can scroll down and see competitor number 1, competitor number 2, and these are much cheaper than our product. So what happens is buyers might buy from them instead of buying from you. So you might have to pay for the ad spend, but they're generating the sale, and we don't want that. You can even see deals on products, sponsored, tons of competitors, tons of other competitors. Instead, we want our listing to show up multiple times, or at least our other listings to show up multiple times, so that way we're generating a sale. Now look at Zesty Paws. So here's an example. Zesty Paws does do a Shield campaign. So a Shield campaign, if you scroll down, similar items to consider. Zesty Paws. Frequently bought together. Zesty Paws, Zesty Paws, Zesty Paws. And by the way, this is on purpose. They are running Shield campaigns to make sure that competitors aren't showing up on their listing. Now, they can't completely hide competitors, but they can make sure that a lot of them aren't showing up. Again, similar items, Zesty, Zesty, and then we have one competitor back to Zesty Paws, one competitor back to Zesty Paws. Tons of Zesty Paws. Customers who bought this item, and it's like a whole page of Zesty Paws. So this pretty much almost ensures, I would say there's an 80% success rate where the customer isn't going to click off. They're going to stay on your listing and buy from you and your brand, right? The more other brands that they see, then all of the customers is going to go on a click haven, and they're going to go through, and then they're not going to purchase your product. What we want to do is make sure that they purchase your product, and what we're going to do is create the Shield campaign. So you're going to go to sponsored products, click continue. And what we're going to do is create actually 4 separate Shield campaigns, and then you're just going to double down on the one that works the best for you. Now, this is going to be the first one. You're just going to pick one product. And again, the great part about these Shield campaigns is they do have low ACoS. I'd say 90% of the time, the ACoS is very low. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to go to manual targeting, and you're going to go to keyword targeting. You're going to enter the list, and you're going to do exact match, and you're going to do your brand name. So if my brand name is Zesty Paws, you're not going to do your competitor's brand name, just yours, and that's it. Add that keyword in. And then keywords related to your product category, you're not going to do. So it's just going to be that. And you want to bid lower for this. So I would say around 40% lower. So it's going to be like around $1.20. Okay. And you want to do dynamic bids down only. And then you want to name it a Shield campaign. Shield, exact, match. And then you want to do your ASIN. Well, let's do the brand name. We're doing the brand name. So let's do Zesty Paws. And then you will put it in a portfolio. Just start with $5 a day. Don't increase bids. And then click launch campaign. So that's the first one. So that way when anybody types in Zesty Paws, you're making sure that you're going to be showing up before the competitors do, right? Then you're going to do the same exact thing for campaign number 2. You're going to do the same exact thing. But instead of exact match, you're going to do phrase match, and you're going to put your brand name. So again, Zesty Paws, we're going to do phrase match. And then add the keyword. And then we're going to put phrase. Now, if anybody types in a phrase that's similar to your brand, like Zesty Paws probiotics, you're going to show up. And instead, we're going to call it a phrase. That's going to be campaign number 2. Campaign number 3 is we're going to do the same exact thing, but we're going to do broad match. So you do Zesty Paws broad match. Now you can put this all in one campaign, of course, but then you don't really get the real feel on what's working and what's not. I like to separate the campaigns, especially if you have a team. And again, the bid, you want to definitely go a lot lower. The bid $4 a click is completely insane. So you want to definitely go, I'm trying to start this at $2, see if it spends, and if it doesn't spend, then I'll slowly increase it. But this isn't for losing money. You should be making money off of these campaigns, okay? Okay, so that's the third campaign. Number 4 is going to be retargeting your own product. So what you're going to do is find your ASIN. So I added this product. I'm going to retarget my own product, and I can retarget my own product and my brand, but I'm just going to retarget my own product. Go to product targeting, individual products, enter list exact, put that ASIN in, and then I'm retargeting my own brand, right? And I can also retarget my other items in the brand, right? So I can put in probably, I would say 3, so I can put another one. This is another item in my brand, so I can put that one in as well. And again, your bid should be a lot lower than the suggested bid if possible. And you can increase if it's not spending money. But again, the benefit of this is now your brand is going to show up just like Zesty Paws did. Pretty much, they're going to show up in frequently bought together. You're going to start to show up in all of these. So your competitors don't show up rarely. And you're going to see your sales increase. You're going to see your ACoS is going to be extremely low. Again, 90% of the time for our clients, these type of campaigns have like a 6% ACoS. Like they're extremely low. Maybe not the first month, but if you've been running it for a while, the ACoS is going to be low. So again, this is a great way to not only protect your brand, but a PPC campaign that has a very low ACoS. And then when people are clicking through to your listing and you're spending money on ads, they're not clicking off onto another competitor and they're generating a sale. They're clicking and staying on your listing, or at least your brand's listing, and purchasing it from you. And that's it for today's video. If you want more Amazon videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. And if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Amazon, contact EHP Consulting Group. The link is right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. Also, one of our most popular services is our full Amazon account management service. This is where we manage your Amazon ads. We optimize your listing to make sure your ads are converting. Then we're going to be managing your inventory, your customer service, design, and increasing your sales. The benefit of this service is you can spend more time on your business while we're the ones doing the day-to-day operations, making sure you save time, money, and increase your sales with EHP Consulting Group. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.